Are you ready to learn some real life English with comprehensible input? Well, good, because today we're going to cook a delicious dish known as Beshbarmak. Let's go. Hey everyone, it is your English-speaking friend, Kyle. And today we're going to continue improving our English with comprehensible input. What is comprehensible input? Comprehensible input is when a native speaker, like me, speaks slowly and clearly so that you can understand. And guys, today we've got a dish that I've been wanting to make for a long time, okay? And this dish is called Beshbarmak, and really it's from two countries, okay? I think this is like the situation where everybody in South America says they invented empanadas or arepas, but it is a very important dish in both of these two countries. The two countries are Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Try my best to pronounce them, guys. But anyway, this dish looks incredible. It's a very simple dish, but a very special dish in their cultures. So let's get going with this. We've got our meat, guys. Now here we're using beef. In Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan, they might even use horse. They might use horse meat, lamb meat, or beef. Camera wife's like, "Komen kabaj." Yes, baby, in other parts of the world, people eat horse. But let me tell you guys, those of you guys from that part of the world, eating horse here is thought of as like crazy, okay? Nobody in North America or South America would typically eat a horse or a dog or a cat. But there are other parts of the world where those animals are considered food, and that's just part of those cultures. But here we consider horses to be companion animals. They help us work, they help us get around, and we don't eat them. Even though horses have been super important in the history of that part of the world as well, and we may talk about that later. Anyway, we're using beef today, guys. And the thing about Beshbarmak, and as always, guys, sorry if I'm not saying it right, I'm trying my best. It uses a lot of different kinds of meat, different cuts, okay? We call the different parts of meat different cuts. So here we have a nice T-bone steak, and it has some bone in there, nice fat in there. That's called bone marrow, and that's gonna give us some flavor. We're gonna throw that right in our pot. Here, guys, this is what's called a soup bone, and it has nice big chunks of bone in there, but also some meat. And the bone is what's gonna make this broth, the liquid, what my Spanish-speaking friends would call caldo. That's what's gonna give it so much flavor. And then we've got some lean meat too. This is a very lean cut. What does lean mean, wife?
Without fat.
You can see there's very little fat on this, hardly any fat. And then here, what are these, baby?
Ribs.
These are ribs. This is one of the best parts on any animal.
Yeah.
Ribs are delicious. It doesn't matter what kind of animal it is. Ribs are a very good part. We'll throw all that into the pot. Okay, guys, so we'll be adding, oh, you know what? Let me make a little note here. And camera wife, I need your help. I've noticed something in my videos, and I've noticed it before, but somebody mentioned it the other day, and now it's really bothering me. I say guys a lot. And it's because I know I'm not just talking to one person, I'm talking to a ton of people. So guys, if a guy is a man, but guys you say to any group, it could be three men and two girls, you could still say, hey guys, come on. So I'm really trying to think today and not say it as much, all right? I'm gonna try my best, we'll see. I've already said it twice, I think, but I'm gonna try my best not to say it 50 times like I usually do. So everyone, you salt as you go several times, but we're gonna start with just a little bit of salt before we even put the water in. Just get a little bit of salt on the meat. Look at all that delicious meat, baby. Yum, 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 yum. Then we have black peppercorns. And guys...
I know why you say guys, Amor. It's like you don't want to lose the sentence. Like, you know, where you're talking and then you would pause. So you want to continue. So you say so or guys a lot. I mean, it's okay.
Whatever, I'll say guys how many times I want. So this is black pepper, okay? But when it's the whole black pepper little seed thing, we call them peppercorns. So these are black peppercorns, and we're just gonna do a nice little handful of these. Drop those right in there. And then These are bay leaves, and normally, guys, they're like a big leaf like that. But we've been cooking so much lately with them, we don't have a whole lot left. So all this together will equal about 2 leaves. So we'll just throw those in, and then some onion. And really all you need to do is make sure you get this little paper off, because this onion right here is not going to be one we're eating. This is just for the broth, to make the broth taste delicious. Throw some onion in there, and now we fill it up with water. We have our big giant pot of meat. This is a workout, guys. Look at that. You like that, wife? You like those biceps, camera wife? All right, guys. Put it on our stove, turn the heat on, and now all we're gonna do is let this start cooking. And there's a couple little steps in between, but the main idea is this has to cook for a couple of hours, 2.5 to 3 hours, so that all those fats can break down, all that meat can break down and become super, super tender, which means super soft, guys. All right, I'll show you the next step, show you what we're doing as we go, but for right now, we have to let this heat up and start to do what, baby? Boil. All right, so it's been cooking for 10, 15 minutes, and you see this like foamy stuff on top? We want to get that off. So we skim that off the top.
What is that?
So this is the impurities from the bones and everything. So we get that off. And this is going to help us have a very nice, clean broth. So this is a step that you do during like the first hour that it's boiling, and eventually all that stuff will stop coming out. All right, talk to you guys in a few. Okay, now the other key part of this dish, the other thing that is super important besides the meat, big noodles. Big, not noodles like you'd see in spaghetti or pasta like that. Big, fat, chewy noodles. They look like they're gonna be delicious. I can't wait to try them. Let's make them. So first, 2 scoops of flour, 2 cups of normal flour, 1 egg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, half of a cup of warm water, and a tablespoon of oil, which looks like that much, guys. And then I'm going to use the best thing in the world for mixing dough. What is that, wife? A chopstick. So we're just gonna mix this up with my chopstick until it gets together a little bit. And why do I use a chopstick at first, wife?
I don't know.
Because if I use my hands right now, it'll make a big mess. My hands will be covered in it. So I get it to where it's kind of together first, and then it's not as big of a mess on my hands. Okay, so camera died while I was mixing because camera wife didn't make sure we had battery in the camera. So I'm just gonna start calling her wife. She's supposed to handle the camera. Anyway, I mixed up the dough. It's been sitting here for a while. This is ready to make some noodles. What is that? Do you hear?
No.
Somebody's supposed to come here?
No.
I think somebody's here. Hold on, guys.
Y'all ready to learn some real life English?
What? Guys, it's Carl. Carl from the Office video you guys might remember. Carl, what are you doing here, man?
I'm ready to cook.
Oh, what is that you're wearing?
Oh, this is an apron. It came with the chain too.
Came with the chain too. All right, well, since you're here, let's cook.
Let's cook.
All right, guys. So Carl came to eat some Beshbarmak with us. Have you had Beshbarmak?
I don't know who that is.
Carl doesn't know who that is. How are your knife skills, Carl?
I can cut.
You can cut?
I can cut.
We're gonna see, because I need these onions to be thinly sliced.
Thinly sliced?
Can you handle that?
Wait, do you cut from
You
the
can sit
vertical?
down.
You can have a
or
seat if you want.
horizontally?
So you can start with this one because it's already peeled and everything.
Yeah.
And we'll cut it long way like that.
Yeah. You gotta get the edge right. He said thinly
Nice
sliced.
and thin.
Is that thin? Is that thin?
That's thin.
Yeah. You gotta put that elbow grease in there. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second.
Cooking with Carl.
Cooking with Carl. Carl just said something, guys, that is a very native expression, and I'm sure you guys have no idea what it means to put some elbow grease into something. Baby, do you know what that means? So this is your elbow. Grease is like oil or fat, but this is just a very old expression that people use when they want to tell somebody to do some hard work. Do it harder, do it better, do it stronger. Put some elbow grease into it. So Carl, thank you for teaching us that expression.
Problem.
That's very good.
Problem.
So right now Carl is putting some elbow grease into our onions, and they are gonna be great.
Yeah. Sorry, Ingrid, or something. shaking.
It's not the camera shaking, guys. It's him.
You're fine.
Very good, very good. All right, guys, we're gonna let Carl put some elbow grease into these onions, finish cutting them up, and then, have you ever made noodles before?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, what do you mean make?
From scratch.
No.
Okay.
I have not.
So
I've boiled noodles.
Carl has bought noodles from the store and boiled them in water. Today we're making noodles from scratch, which means to make from nothing, from all the separate ingredients. I already made the dough, but Carl's gonna learn how to make some noodles today, and me too, honestly, because I've never made them either. So we'll let Carl finish up with the onions and see you guys in a minute. Carl, you all right, man?
I'm cool. It's the onions. I'm cool.
It's just the onions.
I'm all right.
It's not because she dumped you?
No.
What does dumped mean, wife? Dumping is when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and they leave you. It's called getting dumped. But Carl didn't get dumped. We're just joking. He was cutting onions. All right, guys. Now we're going to make an onion sauce as well as some noodles. So for the onion sauce, we're going to put the onions that Carl cut for us. It's in a pot. God gave me hands. I'm going to use them. All right. Turn the fire on. And then you add some of the broth from the meat to the onions. It's going to be delicious.
So everything is cooked with the broth.
The broth is the star ingredient of this show.
Thing.
The main thing. Do you like horse meat, Carl?
Never had it. Eating horse meat.
If you were in Kyrgyzstan, would you try horse meat if you were offered
They
it?
didn't tell me, yes.
If they told you?
They told me after. After I already ate it.
Oh, I would eat horse, guys. I definitely would.
Oh no.
So,
If I didn't know.
No way.
if I'm ever in Kyrgyzstan and somebody wants to cook some horse for me, I'll be so happy to try it. Now we'll let this cook down, and we need to make our noodles. So, we've got our dough here. We'll do it in 2 pieces because it needs to be super thin. And I'm telling you because you're going to be the one doing it.
Okay.
Guys, this is so much fun having a sous chef. A sous chef is the guy who helps the head chef with sauces and stuff, but I think he looks like the main chef today. I might be the sous chef. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. So we're going to put some flour down, and guys, camera wife cleaned this very good for us. Put down some flour. Have you ever rolled out dough?
I might have. I don't know. Not in recent history.
How do you guys call that thing that people put in their head?
The chef hat?
The hat?
So
Yeah.
next thing.
Oh,
I thought about getting that too,
that would be awesome.
but they didn't have it in mind.
All right, Carl, would you please
Yeah.
roll this out?
Yeah. Put some elbow grease.
Put some elbow grease in it.
Yeah.
Is that hard? Like very.
I'm just putting the effort into
He's just putting extra elbow grease, that's all. All right, now we'll flip it over.
I didn't get that sad. Hold on. There we go.
Now go that way. It's got to be way thinner than that.
Alright, let's get it in there. Yeah. Alright.
Looks like we're making pizza.
Yes. Then we just put the pasta sauce, the mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
The mozzarella.
All right.
Yeah.
Show me up. Show me. All right, we'll show you as soon as it's thin enough what it looks like. All right, you can see how thin this is. Super, super thin. Now we're gonna cut it just into strips like that. Yeah, these are gonna be big, chewy noodles.
Looks like for lasagna.
Lasagna, yeah, kind of does. The flour so that they don't stick. My first time making noodles, so hopefully they come out good.
Looks great.
So guys, I'm over here trying to work and make everybody a nice dinner, and camera wife and Carl are over there gossiping.
What do you mean gossiping?
What does gossiping mean, amor? Being chismoso. So they're talking about, oh, this person did that. This person did that. Just kidding, guys. I just wanted to tell you what the word gossiping meant.
You should also teach them the word snitching.
Snitching. Okay, Carl just brought up another good piece of vocabulary that I don't think has ever been on the channel. Snitching. Do you know what snitching is, wife?
No.
Snitching is when somebody does something and you tell on them, oh, he did it, she did it. So I guess Carl's trying to say that I'm snitching on you guys for gossiping. And he's not wrong. All right, here's half of our noodles. We need to make the other half, and we will be ready to start getting this dish together.
Can't wait.
Chef Carl,
Yo.
you ready to roll?
Are we rolling some more?
Yeah, roll some more.
We rolling the second half?
Second half.
Say rolling, rolling, rolling.
I wish I can put that.
All right, we've got all our noodles over here, and now time to take out the meat, which has been cooking for almost 3 hours. Our ribs here. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Oop!
Oops.
See how soft it is? It's just falling apart. Just what we want, man. Falling apart.
But it's good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
You don't want to burn it, so what kind of meat is that?
It's beef.
Not horse?
No, not horse. Now, if we could get horse, I might have tried it, but no horse available.
Gotcha.
All right. So, guys, we've got all our meat here. One of the bones just fell off because that's how tender it is. And now we have to cook our noodles in the broth. Don't be picking at the meat, Carl. Because every time I'm over here doing something, I turn around,
Snacking.
camera wife's eating my stuff.
Snacking.
All right. And we just drop these in, let them cook for a few minutes. I'm very excited to see how these noodles come out. They're gonna be thick. All right, I'll show you as soon as the noodles are done cooking, once we start plating this. These are what our noodles look like. Cannot wait, they look delicious. Now, the very important thing about this dish is the broth, and you serve the broth on the side. So we're gonna do a little bit of broth in these bowls so everybody could try the broth.
Oh, that looks like
It got thick.
espresso.
Do you know why it got thick?
Oh, because the noodles.
Because of the noodles. There's starch in the noodles,
Yeah.
so the broth got nice and thick. Now imagine if on a winter day, this meal would be great.
It's cold enough to be a
Yeah, it pretty much is a winter day here in Indiana. All right, so got our noodles. We'll go ahead and serve our broth. Got our onion sauce here. Looks great. Put a little bit of that over the noodles. Now we load it up with some meat.
Oh, pensé que tenías que quitarle.
Well, I like bones, so I'm gonna leave it like that. We'll
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
I like mine boneless, please.
all right. Well, we have a lot of different pieces, so some are gonna be lean with no bones, and then some will have the bone in them. That's a good one with no bone. This is the steak.
I'm suffering here.
So her hardest thing is watching while I'm preparing all this,
And then he
and then I eat to try it.
before.
Back up more so you can see the whole thing.
Hard
Yeah,
being camera wife.
yeah, it is not easy to be the camera wife. So we'll put a little bit more of the broth on top, and then some green onion for the color. And this, my friends, is Kyle's version of Beshbarmak. Let's eat. All right, here is our Beshbarmak, and we are about to try it. Now, there's a tradition when you serve this dish that first you serve the elders. So, Carl, what piece would you like?
I see what you're doing.
It's a position of honor.
Give me that one right there.
Okay. Give you this piece of meat.
A position.
The order.
Carl is 2 years older than me, guys. Not a lot. And when they say elders, that's a piece of steak. That's a T-bone.
Oh,
Yeah, give Carl the good cuts.
appreciate it.
So when they say elders, they're meaning like grandparents and stuff. I'm just joking around with Carl, calling him an old man. So I want a nice fatty piece.
You're gonna give him the honor to try.
Of
before,
course. Yeah. He is the elder.
And we gotta eat this with our. Let me stop before I spoil the.
Yeah, hold on. We'll get there. Carl looking at me like, why you got more noodles than me?
No, you good. It's all good.
All right. There's plenty to go around, so we'll
Do
keep
you
going
need
as we
a
go.
knife? No. You okay?
So you could cut it up with your fork. Guys, the traditional way to eat this is with your hands. Because, Carl, do you know what Beshbarmak means?
5 fingers.
It means 5 fingers. He knows. He knows.
I didn't. He told. He told. You know.
So Beshbarmak means 5 fingers because traditionally you would eat it with your hands. So what I saw people doing in the videos is they take like a noodle.
But you have to eat it when it's not hot.
Yeah, not super hot. And then you'd wrap the meat up in the noodle. And that noodle is awesome.
Yeah.
It's got a, whoa, the flavor hits you after. That broth, let me try the broth.
Like my Kazakhstan mama used to. You don't have to cut that out.
And the broth is super thick and delicious. All right, guys, camera wife is dying. Carl, what do you think?
Yeah.
It's time. It's delicious. It's amazing.
All right. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and have our meal. So we're done eating the Beshbarmak. It's a different day. We were so full after making the video and eating our dinner that I could not finish it that night. And we wanted to hang out with Carl for a little while. My wife, Connor, Carl, and I played some games, had a fun night. But now we're ready to learn some interesting facts about Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say. Beshbarmak is one of the best dishes I've ever had. Camera wife thinks that it was one of her favorites that we've cooked as well, and I want to make it again already. Those noodles, that meat, the broth, ooh. So a special thank you to every one of you guys who recommended that dish. Incredible, one of our favorites. All right, let's start with some interesting facts about Kazakhstan. So, first fact about Kazakhstan is that it is home to the world's oldest and most active spaceport. There's a spaceport, which means they launch rockets in Kazakhstan, which was the oldest one, and where the first human to ever be in space was launched from. And it is still used today by Russia and private companies, too. Second interesting fact about Kazakhstan. It is the land where horses were first domesticated. So guys, domesticated means that you take a wild animal and you train it to do what you want it to do. Okay, dogs are domesticated because they're our pets, cats are domesticated, etc. And somehow they know that the people in Kazakhstan were drinking horse milk over 5,000 years ago. Now I do love milk, I would try horse milk. 3, it's a huge country. Kazakhstan is larger than all of Western Europe. It's bigger than France, Spain, Germany, Italy, the United Kingdom, and Portugal put together. That's huge, guys. Absolutely huge. And last interesting fact that is surprising to me, the Beatles, the British rock band from a long time ago, the Beatles, are very popular in Kazakhstan. And there are even some Kazakh versions of Beatles songs that sound very beautiful in the Kazakh language. I'm gonna have to listen to those on YouTube. That's interesting. So my friends, if you are from Kazakhstan, tell me, do you like the Beatles? And now, for some facts about Kyrgyzstan. First is that there are so many mountains in Kyrgyzstan. 94% of the country is covered in mountains. Wow, guys. Well, a subscriber told me in the comments before that it's a very mountainous place, but I didn't realize that it was that many mountains there. 94% of the country is covered in mountains. That's incredible. I bet people in Kyrgyzstan have super strong legs from walking up those mountains their whole lives. 2, there's a lake up in one of those mountains called, and guys, please forgive me, I don't speak Kazakh, okay? Isyk-Kul. Isyk-Kul is how I would guess that it was pronounced. And it's one of the largest alpine or mountainous lakes in the world. And the interesting thing about this, even though it's high up in the mountains where it gets very cold, this lake never freezes because of thermal activity, which means heat from the earth is going up into the bottom of the lake. So the lake never freezes, even though it's in a very cold place. I'm sure that's a beautiful sight. Next interesting fact about Kyrgyzstan. Eagle hunting is a big thing there. So apparently a hunter can take 4 to 6 years to train a golden eagle how to hunt. And once this bird is fully trained, it can hunt animals as large as wolves. Wow. That's pretty cool, guys, that humans and animals can work together like that. That's a very interesting relationship. That's like the relationship between humans and horses. And 2 facts that the countries share. 1 is that horse culture plays a huge role. And there's a game that, once again, guys, I don't know how to pronounce it. I would guess Kokpar or Kokpar. They play this on horses, and it's similar to rugby, but they play it with the body of a dead goat. So apparently you have to take the body of this big goat and carry it on horseback across a field and take it to an area that's like a goal, and that's how you score. So you have to be very strong to hold this big goat while you're on your horse. I imagine those are some very tough people that play that game. So guys, tell me, if you're in Kyrgyzstan or Kazakhstan, do people still play this game today? Is it still popular? And the last thing that these countries share, and the reason that I included them both in this video, Beshbarmak. So from what I read, guys, Kazakhstan claims Beshbarmak more as part of their national culture, but it is a dish that is loved and eaten very much in both countries. So guys, it was an absolute pleasure for me and my family to share a little bit of this culture with you guys, to learn a little bit about these countries, and to try one of the best dishes we've ever eaten. So special shout out to our friends in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Thank you guys for sharing a little bit of your culture with us today. And a special shout out to everybody else around the world. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, learning a little bit about these interesting countries, seeing a delicious dish, and spending some time learning English with me. I appreciate every single one of you, and that means you, the person watching this video. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next video.